Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, your memories of 2010.
Well, it was obviously the biggest night for our club in our club's history. There was a hell of a lot riding on the game. This time round, it's it's a little bit different, but I'd imagine the pain will still be there or thereabouts for them guys, and they'll use that as a big driver for them for this coming Friday night. You've got to be a bit careful. You don't want to get too emotionally involved in the game. You just want to treat it as another game, get out there and play our style of rugby on them.
I can't imagine too many of their players will remember that day, but of course the fans certainly will, won't they?
Yeah, I'm sure the fans will be well up for it. It's going to be a feisty old evening. It's going to be a very loud one as well, so we're going to have to be on our toes.
Would you, in a way, prefer it if it had been back at the Memorial?
I don't think it matters too much. There's always going to be a big rivalry between the two of us, being two Southwest teams. It's going to be a big derby game for years to come if they stay up, and that'll be another good derby game to have.
Yeah, in a way, does it surprise you how long it has taken them to get back up?
I don't know. I mean, they've had a few people in and out, and that can rock the boat sometimes. If you got one person in for a long time, then that can sometimes steady the ship, if you like. But they've built a great team and a great group of staff there with them now, so they're doing everything right at the minute.
They play at Ashton Gate these days. When you go to a ground where you've not played before, and I mean obviously it happens in Europe a lot, is there any issues with just getting your bearings, getting your geography in the first 10 minutes, or is it just a rugby pitch, it's all the same?
Not so much for me. I mean, the most I've got to do is bend over and push, but yeah, I mean for the likes of the hookers perhaps and the kickers, working out what way the wind blows and things like that, it's all going to affect their game, so not so much for myself.
And obviously it was always going to be a difficult start, but great win for you last weekend, and presume that's the building block that you're now looking to work on.
Yeah, definitely. It was always going to be tough against those two guys. Top four class sides. Obviously Wasps away, first game, that was always going to be tough, and again Sarries at home. They're the only one we lost to last year at home, so it was always going to be tough. But it's kind of we've got those games out of the way now, and we can just focus purely on these coming games.
You're a one club man. Do you always see a future here, or difficult to say?
Never say never. It's difficult to say, but I do love my rugby here. I've got a great group of friends and my family close to me, so.
I mean, I suppose in a way you were one of the first ones to really come through from the academy here.
Yeah, I mean the academy's changed quite a lot since I was in it. The whole squad really is a lot more professional, so it's nice to be one of the only ones. Yeah.
Happy with your own form, Ben?
Yeah, it's going right at the minute. So hopefully I can improve and keep going.
Brilliant, I'm good with that. Thank you.
Ben, looking back at last weekend, and it was an important result for you, but looking at Bristol as well, they'll be hurting after that walloping up at Wasps. Do you expect a response from them? Yeah,
definitely. I think it would be wrong to not expect a response from them. Like I said, Wasps are a great side, but they'll definitely be hurting after that, and they'll be looking for blood, I'm sure, on Friday.
First half last weekend was really good, but then kind of took the foot off the pedal slightly here in the second half, and that's something you can't afford to do, especially in a derby game. Yeah, you can't, because they'll jump on those mistakes and capitalise on them. So we've got to be really on our mettle on Friday night. You would have done your homework on Bristol, the big threat up front, with very big pack, good driving maul. It's all standard every week now. But
yeah, it's very much the same every week. You let a team get into the game with their scrums and their mauls, they're going to be marching down the field and gaining territory all day. So we've got to nullify that early doors.